This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Today, we're going to discuss some more DAX functions. The first one we had seen yesterday, right? It is called text. It is also called as string functions. Today, we'll have logical functions. Let me quickly see what are the logical functions we have. We have if and else, and nested if, true, true and false, and switch, and if error. So these are very, very easy functions. All of them are going to work based on a given condition. Okay, let us understand when to use if and when to use if else, and what is a nested if, and when to use true and false and switch and if error. Now, already we knew that, okay, if department ID equals to 10, then you wanted to increase your salary. So it is very, very simple. I think we have used this function already. Let me quickly go back. And I wanted to tell you what is the salary for department 10. Let me quickly open our Power BI desktop. It's being open. Please wait. So I wanted to close this and go to transform data and click on transform data. Yeah, it is similar to condition column, yes. Okay, so I wanted to have go to new source and Excel workbook. I wanted to use employee. I wanted to use what? Employee. Now, employee Excel file got 3 sheets. I wanted to take department and employee, and I wanted to click on OK. I wanted to click on OK. Now it has done some ETL steps. It is reading first 1,000 rows. When we click close and apply, it is going to be applying all the steps on the millions of data, right? So I have some data which is having this kind of a data. So what is that I wanted to maintain? I wanted to maintain if department ID equals to this, and I wanted to increase my salary. So what I would like to do, I want to close and apply, and all this data will get loaded to Power Pivot. Being loaded. Okay, it is also creating relationships. The data is getting ready. Just wait. You will be able to see the table names here, right? So table names are available here. So we are going to be writing our DAX queries. So this is what is called a Power Pivot, right? So this is where we do the data modeling, and this is where we are going to be creating, enhancing data modeling. This is where we are going to be writing DAX queries, right? So I wanted to go and create DAX queries today. Let me quickly go back, go to home and choose employee table. Click on employee table, and I wanted to create a new column. I wanted to show you how to create a new column. So new column for each and every row, I wanted to get the revised salary. How to get the revised salary? So you have to go click on new column. So how to get revised salary? If so, I'm going to be using if condition. So if what is the condition? If the department ID is equivalent to 10, then I wanted to get salary plus 1000 or 2000, whatever you wanted to get it, else salary plus 1000 or only the salary. So whatever you want to have it, you can write the condition. If this is true, if this condition is true, you should be able to increment the salary with 2000, else increment the salary with 2000. So if it is a 10, then salary is incremented. What is the salary? 1500 incremented with 2000. If the others means 80 incremented with 1000 bucks. Clear? So 3000 got 4000. Only for the department 10 you should be able to get like this. Clear? So that is what is called if. And the last condition is not important. It is not important. When you go, see, condition is must, true is must. The false condition is not very important. If you don't write false condition also, that is fine. It is there in the square bracket. If something is there in the square bracket, that is optional parameter that you need not give. If department id equals to 10, then you increment the salary. Otherwise, I don't know, just implement. So when we give like this, now see, it is not giving you any salary at all. Clear? It is not giving you any salary. Department 10 equals to 1500. If it is a true, then you increment by 2000. So 1500 becomes 3500, right? But others we did not specify anything. Others we don't know. It is not giving me anything. But others, at least they should be able to get the salary. If that is the case, you write salary. Others people, I don't want to give any extra salary, but at least their salary they're supposed to get it. So this is not mandatory, it is optional. But if you don't write that parameter, if something is true, you do this. So else we don't know, it is not able to give you anything. But if you need else block also, you can write, but else block is not compulsory. Clear? So in the if condition itself, if and else we can write, or if also we should be able to write if. Okay, if the department id equals to 10, then increment, else you don't increment anything. 2000 we have 2000, so 3000 we have 3000. There is no change happened. So this is what is called simple if and else. Now I wanted to know, if I have a sales table. Okay, I wanted to go back and bring some sales table. Let me go transform data. So what is the query the client is asking? I wanted to know when the sales is more, weekday sales is more, weekend sales is more. So that is the question. What do you mean by weekend? Weekend means Saturday and Sunday in India and America. In Saudi Arabia and Middle East countries, Friday and Saturday, that is the weekend for them. Clear? So they wanted to know what is the sales and when the sales is more, weekday sales is more or weekend sales is more. So that is what they wanted to know it. I wanted to get the sales data. Let me go to new source and click on Excel. I wanted to get Adventure Works retail data. So this is the file I'm going to be using. And I wanted to include customer table, products table, sales table. These three tables I wanted to use. Okay, customer table, products table, and sales table. Let me click on OK. So it is loading data. Now I wanted to simply take this data and close and apply. All the data will get loaded into the Power Pivot. So loading customer table, sales table, products table. What is the query? The query is very, very simple. I wanted to know when the sales is more, weekend versus weekdays. Okay. So I wanted to go to this and click on sales table. So when you click on sales table, you have a lot of columns: product key, order date, due date. So I wanted to use whether 1st of August is, it is a weekday or weekend. I wanted to understand that. Clear? To understand that weekday means I need to know whether the, it is Monday or Sunday or Tuesday, I wanted to understand. So I wanted to create a new column. So go to home, create a new column, and I wanted to use the day name. Okay, day name I would like to have it. So how can I get the day name? I can use a function called format. There's a function called format, which is a completely date and time function. I wanted to give order date. Okay, order date I wanted to give, comma, I wanted to use day name. So I'll say D, 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 D. So this is the things you have to pass it and press enter. When I say D, 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 it is able to bring the day name. So August 1st, order date is August 1st means what day it is? It is a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you give D, 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 it will give you like this. If you give you only two DDs, so what is going to be happening? It is going to be bringing a day number. If you add one more D, if you add one more D, it is going to be bringing, it is going to be bringing Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and a shortcut date. Clear? So something like this we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So this is what is called a day name. So using this, I wanted to understand whether it is a weekday or weekend type of the day I would like to have it. Clear? So this function we'll discuss once again because this we're going to be discussing as part of your time intelligence and date and time functions. Okay. So we have a lot of other functions, right? Date and time functions during that time. So probably tomorrow we'll discuss about all these date and time functions. Then later math and statistical functions, then filter functions and time intelligence functions. Okay. So these are pretty much easy that we can discuss one by one. So today I'm going to be using format function. So using the format function, I'm able to understand. So what is the day name? So I'm able to get it. Now, the next step is that I wanted to know whether it is a weekday or a weekend. So take this. So type of the day, weekday or, so I'm going to be writing day type. What kind of a type we are talking about? So I wanted to say if day name, okay, if the day name is equivalent to, what is it? Sunday, or what is or, you need to use pipe symbols, or, and day name is equivalent to double quotes Saturday, SAT, right? So we have SAT, we have SUN, Saturday. Then what is that we should write? If it is this, then we have to say it is a weekend. Else it is what? Weekday. So this is what is the column I have created it. So using, if the day name equals to Sunday or Saturday, it is a weekend, else it is weekday. So Saturday weekend and Monday, Saturday, Sunday, blah blah blah. Okay, the sales happened on which day? If it is Sunday, weekend. If it is a Sunday, weekend. If it is Saturday, then weekend. So because sales may be happening on the same day, multiple sales, Saturday and Sunday, you will have multiple things. Now I wanted to create a visualization like this. So I wanted to take this, double click on this, and simply I wanted to know. So which table? Go to the sales table, day type. Now I wanted to have sales amount. Where is sales amount? So when the sales is more, okay, you should be able to clearly understand the sales is more. Create a border and x-axis. Let me increase the font to 25. Now you can have some different font, weekday and weekend. Now come back and what is the data that you wanted to have it? And data font also I wanted to increase. I would like to have the display units is none, and I want to increase this to, let us say, some 18. Clear? So this is good. Display units, let me make it to at least thousands. Okay, so this is the sales. Weekday sales is more, weekend sales is like this. You should be able to get this kind of a things without doing anything extra, but you need to create two new columns. One is called what is the name of the day, the second one is called what is the type of the that whether it's a weekend or weekday. Clear? So in this case also we have used intelligently the DAX function. So to get the day name we can use format function that we'll discuss tomorrow. And if you want to get date and type, I'm using if and else. Okay, if something is a true you do like this, else you do like this. Clear? So that is what is very very simple and you can easily understand. Okay, so I was using a d. So based on this, you can create like this. Now, nested if. So what is the meaning of nested if? If within the if, for example, if the salary is less than 2000, then low salary. Okay. So the requirement is very, very simple. What is the requirement? If the salary is less than 2000, then it is a low. Okay. If the salary is greater than 4000, then it is high. In between, else. Okay, in between values are called as what? Medium. So like that, I wanted to write total three conditions. Clear? Salary is equals less than 2000, then it is low. If it is greater than 4000, it is high. In between values, it is medium. So can I use only if condition? Can I use only if condition? What is the type of the salary? Salary type. Okay, salary type. What is the condition I'm talking about? I'm talking about if salary is less than 2000, then I'm saying which is low. Okay, this is one else. Then else, I can simply write high. So this is only two conditions, right? So if it is less than 2000 high, else it is going to be less than 2000 low, else it is high. So I should be able to write only true or false or only two things. But I wanted to write else block as well. But how to implement this? So this is where you're going to be writing if within one more if. So how I am writing? This is only two conditions, right? So two conditions we are able to write it, but I wanted to write three conditions or four conditions, right? If I wanted to write more conditions, so in this we need to write low, high, and medium. Now, how can we implement these three conditions? So it is what is called nested if. Okay, nested if means if within one more if. So you can say salary equal less than 2000 or less than or equals to whatever it is. Okay, 1000 it is low, else means I am not going to be implementing else. So instead of this, what I'm trying to write, I'm trying to write one more condition. What is the condition? Next condition, salary is, next condition is this. Okay, first condition is this, next condition is this. So salary is a greater than 4000, then it is high. Okay, else it is medium. So this is how we should be able to write. Clear? So this is one condition, and then this is one more condition. Based on that, it is going to be working. Let us understand some. Okay, I have 1000, I have 2500, I have 3500, I have 5500, I have 1600. Let us understand how it is going to work one by one. Clear? Let us understand how it is going to work one by one. Now, I wanted to go back and take this salary. 1000 days less than 2000, right? So it is going to be saying it is low. It is low. Clear? Okay. Now the next that less than 2000, no. So it is going to be going where? It is going to be going to, this is a false. If this is false, this is true means it will go here. It is false. False means it is going to be going here. It is going here. False. So 2500 greater than 4000, it is a false condition, right? If it is a true, then it is going to be working on this. So this is a false condition. It is going to be going and telling you this is a medium salary. Clear? It will tell you it is a medium salary. 3500. It will go here. 3500 less than this one. It is a false condition. False means it will come here. So is it a greater than 4000? That is also false. It is going to be giving you medium. Now 5500. Is it a true condition? False. Okay. Then it will go here. It is for the less greater than 4000. Yes, it is a true. True means it is saying high salary. Clear? Now it will read 1600. It is less than this one. Yes, it is low. Clear? So you will take any value. It is going to be giving you like this. True. This false means this. Then the false condition again it is going to be verifying is it less than 4000 greater than 4000. If it is less than 4000 then it will say medium. It is greater than means high salary. This is how it's going to work. Let me write this cell, write this expression. These are pretty much easy. Now simply go back and try to implement something here, right? So I want to simply go and go to home, add a new column, new column. Oh, I would like to write where? I would like to write not on the sales table. I want to write on the employee table, right? So sorry, I want to click on employee. Now go to new column. Now I want to say what is the type of the salary. So salary type, that is the DAX column name. So what is the condition? If salary is less than 2000, then I'm saying which is a low salary. Okay. The next condition is if the salary greater than 4000, greater than 4000, 5000, whatever you give, it is high salary, else it is medium salary. So that is what you wanted to get it. So if condition we need to write. I forgot one more if here. So if one more if we need to write it right. If this is the one, let me click on this. If the salary is equals to less than 2000, so it is 1200 is less than 2000, you are going to be telling telling that it is a low. 1500 it is low, and a 2000 because a 2000 it is not less than 2000, right? So definitely it will go here. So it will go here. It is false condition. True condition means it will go here. False condition it will go here. So greater than 4000 or less than 4000. Greater than 4000 is false condition here. False means it will go here, and a true means it will go here. Clear? It will give you medium. So we'll see high. So 4670. It is less than 2000 false condition. False means it's going to be working on this. So greater than 4000 is greater than 4000, and it's giving you high salary. Clear? 34 this one 3450 less than 2000. It is it false condition. False condition means this greater than 4000. It is again false condition. It will give you medium. Clear? So this is how you should be able to write if within one more if. This is one if condition. The next if condition is this. Within this if condition, so it is going to be again writing one more if condition. Yeah. So it's very, very easy. You can easily practice them. The next one is True and false. What is the meaning of a true and false here? So if something is a blank, if something is a blank, I wanted to write a true or I wanted to try some false. For example, we have a bonus where you have some blank values are available. Clear? So if it is a blank value, I'm going to be using is blank. If something is blank, I wanted to say is blank true, else false. I can use, true and false also. If I wanted to implement some true or false, you can write any condition. For example, if department ID equals to, if gender equals to male, then you say true, else it will be false. Something like this, you can implement anywhere the true and false. If you wanted to get a true false based on some condition, we can use true false. So here I'm going to be using if some values are blank. So we can use one more, function called is blank. If anywhere you will get the blank values, means it's going to be giving you true, else it is going to be blank. Okay. So these are simple things that you can write it. So let me go and click on new column. Okay. So let me click on this. Oh, salary type, salary category. Okay. Salary category is fine. Now the next one. I wanted to say write something for the commission column or the bonus column. Okay. Bonus, true or false. I would like to write true or false. Okay. So I wanted to implement is blank. Is blank. I wanted to use a bonus. Okay. If you have is blank here, now I wanted to implement true, else it is false. Okay. So if the gender equals to male, then it is true or false, else it is false, something like this. What is going on is blank. Too many arguments. We have to close something here. We did not close it properly there. That's it. Okay. So we need to close the bracket here. So that I missed it. So if the something is a blank, you should be able to get something. So we could also understand one more function called is blank function, which is going to be returning true if it is a blank value, else it is this one. Okay. So you can also write if the gender equals to male, you do something, else you do something. So lot of things we can implement. Then I can implement if with or. What is the condition here? Department ID equals to 10 and department ID equals to 20, then revised salary will be blah, blah, blah. Clear? So this is what we can implement. So what is the meaning? The meaning is very, very simple. I wanted to create a revised salary for department 10 and 20, not to everybody. I think why I don't need this. Let me delete it. I wanted to go and write here. So what is the condition I'm saying? Revised salary, I go here. The thing is that if employee department 10 or means I'm going to be writing like this, or department ID is equivalent to 20, either this or that. Then what we're going to be saying, salary plus 2000. Okay, 2000, else simply sell. So this is what is the condition that we can have with the help of or. We can write o or with the help of operators. Without including operators, I should be able to also write this condition by removing this, putting a comma here. Now I write or here and open this bracket, and I wanted to close this bracket. Clear? So instead of writing or in between, we should also able to use or here. So this is what is called or with F. Clear? What is the meaning? Department ID 10 or department ID equals to 20. The salary will be like this or salary will be like that. So you can understand if it is a 10th department, salary 2000. Okay, it got added. If it is 20, it is 3250. It is 4670, 4670, because else block we were telling only the salary, there is no increment to these guys. Clear? So this could be this one, or we can say instead of or we can also give end condition. For example, employee gender, if gender equals to male, if gender equals to male, either this condition is true or that condition is true, the salary will be like that. Okay, either this condition is true, that condition is true, the salary will be like this. So if the department ID equals to 10, okay, so department ID equals to 10, the salary will get incremented by how much? The salary will be incremented by whatever be the salary plus 2000 rupees, or if the gender equals to male. Clear? So I remove the filter, I go here. If the gender equals to male, okay, then the salary is incremented 18, it will be 1980, 3980, 1300, 3330. Okay, so these are the condition I can write here, either this or that. So instead of or, I wanted to give end condition. End means what? You have to go and write like this, right? End. So this is what is called end. So either this and that. If both conditions are true, then it is going to be working. What is the meaning? The department ID equals to 10, and only for the males, only for the males, it is going to be working, right? So other department, it is not going to work. For example, other, females, it is not going to work. So the salary is 1100, the salary is 1100. If it is a 10 and a male, the salary will be incremented to 2290 to 4290. If one condition is true, then it is not going to work. Both conditions must be true because we are using AND. Clear? AND operator. Without using AND operator, we can also you can go to revised salary. We can also go in for here what? END and put comma in between. The same thing is going to work here and there. Am I clear? So what is the question Kiran is asking? It looks to be similar to, yeah. It is same thing. It is only the function. So that is operator. We can use operator, we can use function. This is a logical, functions and or. So there we are using what? Operators. Kiran, clear? So nothing much difference. Syntax wise, you should know where to write and where to write the symbols. Apart from that, nothing else. Yes, so true. Okay, so this is if and or. So whatever you wanted to implement, you should be able to implement the same thing. Now if you wanted to get a month number, so you can use format. So this function I'm going to be discussing tomorrow. Format blah 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 and month number. So based on the month number, I wanted to write. Okay, so what is that I would like to write? I wanted to say if it is a month number is equals to 1, I wanted to write Jan. So now the condition here is that if I have two conditions, I'm able to manage. If I'm having three conditions, I'm able to manage like this. But if I have three conditions, two ifs you need to write. Three condition means how many ifs you need to write? Two ifs. Okay. If it is a two conditions, how many ifs you need to write? One if. Only one. But tomorrow I wanted to implement, let us say, some 10 conditions. Okay. 10 condition means I need to write 9 ifs. It is very, very difficult. For example, if month number is equivalent to 1, then it is Jan. Else, else December. It will be very, very problem because the total you need to write it, 11 conditions. So, 12 conditions, 11 ifs you need to write. It is very, very difficult. Clear? If you wanted to write, if the month equals to January, then it a month equals to 1, then it is a month number equals to January. Else, if it is, February, then it is something like this. You need to write 11 ifs if you wanted to implement, they will give you a month number. Based on the month number, you should be able to write the month name. Clear? So if you go in for ifs, you need to write 11 ifs. Instead of using many ifs, so what we can do, we can go in for a switch logical function. It is very, very easy to implement it. First, I'll go back here. I wanted to get the month number. So I go to home and new column. I wanted to get month number. Okay. Getting a month number is very, very easy. So you go here, format. And what is that I wanted to use? Some data of joining column is there, right? So data of joining column. So use that and comma. I wanted to get only the month number mm. When you write you should be able to get only the month number, right? So month number will be given. So month number 1001. If you give one more it is going to be giving you not a month number, month name it is going to be giving you. So October, Jan, Feb. If you add one more to this, if you add one more to this, it is going to be giving you full month name. January, February, October, March, like that. Okay. So if you give only three, it is going to be giving you abbreviated month name. So Jan, Feb, something like this. If you give only two it is going to be giving month number, right? If you give you a single will it work? Let us check that as well. Yes, it is giving you like this. So instead of 0, 1, you will be able to get 1. Instead of 0, 1, you will be able to get 1. If you give one more you will be able to get 0, 1 as well. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. So what is that you would like to have it? So that is your choice. Give single double m's, that is your choice. So if month number equals to 1, I want to display it is a Jan. If month number equals to 2, I have to display it as a February. So we can get it with the help of a DAX function, but I wanted to try on my own. Clear? So I go create a new column. So I don't want to write multiple if conditions. Clear? So how is that we can implement? We can implement like this. Switch month number equals to 1, then January. So it is very, very simple. I go here. I wanted to say month name. NM means month name. I wanted to use a switch. And what is the column? The column name is month number column, comma. If month number equals to 1, comma, you write it is a Jan. Okay. If month number equals to 2, you say it is February. If month number equals to 3, it is March. Clear? So, like that, I am going to be writing if it is 4 April, right? If it is 5, it is, double quotes. It is May. If it is 6, then June, then 7 July, then 8, then August, then 9 September. It is very, very easy if you wanted to implement. Okay, then if it is done, October. Okay, if it is 11, then you say November. Else, else you write else block December. You need not write else and you need not say 12. Else December. Clear? So press enter. This is what is switch. Switch can be written very, very easily. Column name. Then if the column value format function convert to this value, it is giving you, let me give you like this. Does not support comparing values of type text value to type integer. Consider value format function. One of the value. Okay, we have to convert this to something else, else it is not going to work. Okay, we'll do something like this. Instead of taking this value, it is not going to work because it is giving you a string value. So what I do, this is going to be working fine. There's no problem in this. Let me go back and delete this. It is giving you a text. I wanted to change the data type for this. So I don't want to create like this. The easiest way we can do, go to home and transform data. There are many ways, but one of the way already the way we knew, right? So the way to get the employee month number is like this. I'll go here and choose this, and we go to add column. So in the add column, I want to implement. What is that I need? I need a month number. So click on this. I'm able to get a month number, and I wanted to add a month number 1, 2, 3, 4, and I wanted to close and apply. Okay, so close and apply here. So I don't want to create using a DAX, using a format. If I'm using a format, what is happening? It is going to be giving you not in the number format, it is going to be giving you in the string format. So number one is a string text, number two is a string. Clear? There it is not an integer. Now I want to go and create a new column. Now I wanted to copy and paste, and I'm using month number this time. So press enter. See now, if it is a 10 October, if it is a 1, it is a January, if it is a 12, it is a December. 12 is December, else block. Clear? So instead of writing multiple if and else, simply we can go in for what? Switch case. Switch case is pretty much easy, straightforward. Okay, so that is what is switch. Now, can we use switch with the revised new salary? Okay, so this is also we can try. For example, the same thing I want to implement with the switch, because switch can be used instead of if and else. And so now using a switch, can we achieve this condition? What is the condition I'm talking about? This condition I wanted to write using a switch. So how to write? So you cannot say switch, because switch switches always will have a column name. Okay, switch always will have what? A column name. So column name, employee number one. Okay, a month number one, if it is something else, do something blah blah blah. So if you wanted to write a switch, if you wanted to write a switch, we will be able to write salary is greater than 2000. It is not going to work. Switch always needs column name as it is. Okay, it does not need any kind of a condition. If you see carefully, switch does not have any condition in the starting point. It is taking the column name. Then it is going to be comparing. If it is one, from where if is going to be starting from here. This is where the if starts. If it is one, then January. If it is two, then February. So if is going to be starting in the second position. The first position where you have to provide the column name. But what is that we should do? We have to use a trick here. What is a trick? The trick is we are going to be putting a true. Clear? Then we'll say employee salary less than, because it is if condition. The if starts from the second parameter onwards. Salary is less than 2000, then this is, if the salary is greater than this one, else blah, blah, blah. So we are going to be starting with the true. So true means always, true, right? So it is going to be reading row by row. So for example, we take this 1200. It will read this row. It will go here. So true means what? True means always next condition will get executed. So next condition is this. So what is the condition now? 1200 is less than 2000. So it is true. It will tell you it is a true. Clear? The next one, 1500, it will execute. It is always a true. Always a true means this will get executed. So is it less than 1500? Yes. So low. So then 2000 is always true. This will go here. Clear? So with the help of a switch, the same thing can be achieved with the help of like this, but you need to include what is called as a true here, then write the same condition there. Clear, guys? So this is the same thing can be achieved with the help of what? Writing true and remaining things as it is. Clear?
Sir, here in this case, we have applied our condition only on a single column, right? So is it possible to apply our conditions on multiple columns using
Yeah,
switch?
you can write or and everything you can write it, right? Using switch. We're talking about what? You
No,
can
here
write
we
this.
applied on single
See, this is
column, right? So employee
yeah, yeah.
salary. So
See,
similarly,
this,
we can apply for multiple columns as well.
yeah, this is a single condition, right? So A
Yes.
or B, you can write the condition, big condition here.
Okay, okay,
All these are conditions, right? You can implement all conditions. Okay?
okay,
Wherever there is a
okay,
condition,
okay,
you can write a big expression. There's no problem at all. Clear? Yeah.
okay.
So you need to write this condition. Then you need to say if the salary is less than or equal to 2000. So what is that? It is low. Then you write else condition also. What is the else condition? Else condition is if the employee's salary is greater than 4000, then it is high, else it is medium. Clear? So all these things you should be able to write it very, very easily. Then with the help of a switch condition also it's going to work. So true, always a true, always it is going to be verifying this. If it is a true, it goes here. If it is a false, it goes here. Again, if it is a true means it goes here. If it is false means it's going to be going there. The same thing can be achieved with the help of a switch. So switch is in place of nested ifs. Clear? To reduce the coding, we can implement what? Nested. Instead of nested ifs, we can go in for the switch. Okay, guys.
So,
So system
I have
upgrade.
one
Yeah, tell me.
question.
Tell me.
In the second case, when we used switch along with the true function,
Mm, mm.
okay, so is it acting as a loop over here?
It is not acting as a loop. It is acting as a nested if and else, something like that. Clear?
Okay,
Which is nothing but if and
but
else.
with review new salary where we are checking switch true, because anyways, with nested if and else, we have achieved this condition successfully, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, why switch for this particular condition? I mean,
No, it is one more way to implement. It is not instead of that or this. Clear? This is one more way. See, switch itself is if and else, right? That is what I'm
Correct.
trying to tell you. Yeah, yeah. Switch and if and else, both of them are same. Clear? The syntax wise, they're different. But if you wanted to implement the above condition using a switch, how you are going to be writing? It is not a loop. It is still if and else only. Clear? Yeah.
Okay, so from the first condition that we have retrieved the month name, okay, switch month one. It is just eliminating the multiple if and else's into it, right? I mean the brackets that we
This
were
is
getting
this is
multiple brackets
this
for
is
if else.
this is where if condition only. This is
Nested if.
all these are if conditions only. If something is
Yes, but
true,
it's eliminating the need of writing if for every condition,
correct, correct, correct. That is
the way it
easy,
was in if and else.
correct, but nothing else.
Okay, fine, sir.
Okay, chalo. Okay. So if you wanted to use in parameter, so in parameter is nothing but or, right? Instead of writing employee department ID equals to 10 or department ID equals to 20 or department ID equals to 30, we should be able to write the same statement using like this. Clear? So in operator is always equivalent to what? Or operator. If the department ID like this, then employee salary will be like this or like this. Clear? So in operator is equivalent to what? Or operator. Now, if error returns zero when error occurs, else the value. For example, whenever you do this kind of a thing, employee salary divided by employee uh, attendance, number of days attended. For example, you got a positive corona, you did not go for a month. The number of days you have attended is zero. Okay. If a by b and b equals to 0, you will get infinity, right? So instead of getting infinity, what it does, it ends 0 when error occurs. Clear? If it is a 0, instead of giving you the infinity value, it is going to be giving you 0. Else the value will be able to get. So this is what is called if error. So daily ways, I would like to calculate if the denominator, so a by b equals to 0, then I don't want to get the infinity value or it should not break the code. I have to get 0 means you need to use if error. Clear? So you write like this if error and it will give you 0 else the value. So if you have some 1200 divided by 30, it will give you 40. If it is a 0, then it will give you 0. So this is what is if error. Clear? So these are logical functions, and tomorrow we'll come back and we'll see some more new functions. Any questions?